Yeah, welcome back. Welcome to a reading for you from the divine right now. From the Holy Spirit, what does the divine have to say to you? What's going on? Oshun of Secrets, number 38, mystery, hidden knowledge, and wisdom. Okay. You, my friend, have hidden knowledge. You have hidden wisdom. So, whoever I'm speaking to knows all about that. Oshun's desire. Number 10, passion, longing, and drive. And Oshun of deception, dishonesty, masking, and self-delusion. So you're no longer masking a fake version of yourself. You're no longer masking a fake drive, a fake passion. This world, this society needs us to put on a mask. It needs us to work the way society wants us to work. They don't want us to work out of our soul, work out of our heart, speak and sing with our heart rather than our minds. So there could have been this energy where you were following a synthetic passion, a program. And this doesn't mean to change everything you're doing, but it's the way you're doing it. You could love this thing because at the end of the day, it's a heavenly avenue. It's a heavenly way of working. Heavenly art piece, heavenly art. But there was projections, there was societal norms that perverted this avenue. And you shed it all away. You got to the core of your existence. You figured out how everything is aligned here. You figured out that this work, whether it's music, whatever type of art it is, it's not what society says it is. It's not what people think it has to be. It's literally what you want it to be. So, there could have been a pressure to be perfect, a pressure to maintain a certain type of image, a fear that your power, your source, your fire will be extinguished, so you're extra careful with your moves, extra careful with what you say, fearful of your surrounding energies, how they may deal with your burning fire, because you've dealt with your fire being extinguished. But you exterminated the extinguishers out of your life. And you exterminated the extinguisher within. You made friends with your inner extinguisher, with your inner destroyer. You made friends with your inner Shiva. And now you're no longer fearful at all of anything. You're no longer fearful of what you say, fearful of whether it's right or wrong, because you broke through. You're the keeper of secrets. You know that there are no rules, that you are in control of your destiny, that you are in charge, that you are a co-creator with all that is. You are all that is. So that has been the biggest society projection of all time, that you are not all that is. You are. So every choice is yours. Yeah. Anything else? Oh, shoe of envy. Yeah. Jealousy, doubt, inadequacy. Yep. That's what I was saying a few videos ago. Healing this envious spirit. The envious spirit starts off a huge detriment. It starts off very chaotic. It starts off very painful, deceitful. There's betrayal and envy. But it evolves. That spirit evolves. And like I said, you've evolved the oshun of envy. You've evolved the envy spirit. It's like an evil Pokemon that evolves into something else, into something incredibly powerful, where you are fully aware of what you're feeling, fully aware of the envy that may arise within you, because you no longer fear it. You no longer fear envy external of you, because you know that all that matters is the envy within. All that matters is how in control are you of your envious side. Because if your envious side is evolved, mature, in power, then nothing could harm you. You become a fully embodied being. You become one with your raw feelings. That has been a huge mask too, that we're not allowed in this society to be angry. If you express anger, which is justifiable, people are like, oh, you're too angry. No, you can't be angry here. Too much anger here. That's what they say. People are too angry these days. Yeah, we're angry because we have a right to be angry. So, you are now not afraid of your anger. You could laugh at your anger. Your anger is intel. Your anger is valid. Yeah. This is like Thor and Loki becoming one. Loki has evolved. Loki is no longer a bad guy. He just is what he is. He's the god that he is. Three of Shells. And that's the thing, like, Loki is a perfect story for this, because people view Loki and they're like, oh, that's not God. You can't talk about him. That's the whole point of the story. that he goes from something you can't talk about into his own empowered being who doesn't care what others think. He knows himself. He's the hero who he is. He's the hero he is. He's a hero who went through the depths of the darkness. He's a hero who embodied the devil at some point. But he's humble and knows that he's here for a reason. He knows that his mission is far more important than anybody could ever realize. And there's celebration here. There's celebration because unlocking this is everything. Unlocking this brings an element of freedom that is new. It feels incredible. It feels like a celebration. It feels like, damn, this is life, huh? This is life. Life is fucking amazing. So, with this, you can celebrate with anybody. You're no longer locked away, unable to celebrate, unable to enjoy the energies in this world. You could enjoy all of it. You could party. You could party with anybody. So, huge celebration energy. This is a huge milestone. This is a humongous milestone that is not, if you're resonating with this is huge. This is not something people do every day. This is a very rare thing to do. Guardian of fossils, keeper of sacred traditions. So with this, you realize that you have a humongous responsibility. You have a lot of power, the power to do anything, the power to shape anything. You have the keys to time. You could slow down and speed up time. And you were admired. You were looked up to. And Spirit is saying, you are the guardian of this energy. It is your job to know who you are. It is your job to know that you are just, to know that you stand tall and proud of who you are. And if anybody has a problem with it, then you're here to defend them. You're willing to fight for your freedom. You're willing to guard your freedom. So it's like this celebration that you really are untouchable. But there's also this warrior side of you that you love, that you've evolved to love. That's like, I'm still ready. I'm still ready to rumble. There's three prominent energies: the celebration, the warrior, and the Taurus. The one who stands strong. The wise one. The wise one, the sea turtle, nurturer of shells, and the turtle. You have the power to go as fast as humanly possible, as fast as godly possible. But you still choose to go slow. You're just cruising, going at your own pace. In love, riding the weight of the Wade, Deadpool, riding the wave of love. That's something Deadpool would say. So Deadpool's pretty similar to this. He was a pretty fucked up guy. But then he fell in love. But he was always in love. He always had a heart bigger than people can imagine. Yes, he had a huge fucked up side, but his heart was literally the biggest possible. And when he fell in love, nothing changed about him. He was just like, damn, I've always been right. I've always been perfect the way I am. I could say anything I fucking want to say. But now I'm in love. Joker energy. This wave of love is everlasting. It's infinite. So you choose how you go about it. Yeah. Anything else? Brave spirit, Artemis, beautiful. Stepping out of your comfort zone, guys. Stepping out of your comfort zone. A lot of people never step out of their comfort zone, but you do it every single day. If something makes you feel embarrassed, you're willing to do it. What's up? Yeah. Yep. It's weird. It's weird to some people to be playing cards. To be playing cards at a park. But it doesn't matter. There's always enough. There's always enough. There's always enough for you. There's always enough space for you. There's people just staring at me right now. Yeah. Okay. What does the moon have to say? Be bold and make the first move. Have faith in your dreams. Yeah, don't wait for permission. Don't wait for permission to step outside of your comfort zone. Just do it. Take that leap. Let it all out. Shed it all. Feel everything. Feel all the emotions. Put it all on display. We fear that if we do that, we'll be left with nothing, but it's the other way around. When you do that, you're being gifted with a new life. You're being gifted with infinitely more. You give all of yourself, you receive infinitely more. You shed everything that was bothering you. And you were left with your dreams. You're left with your vision. Once you take a step with your God hand, with you following your dreams, with you saying, I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my of my life. People fear to do that because then you're left with that. You're left with being the captain of your fate. But the more you do it, the more empowering it is. The more you do it, the more you realize, oh, it's just me and me. It's just me and my dreams. It's me. It's me and God. Yeah. Beautiful. Four of Swords. Okay. Okay. So, there's a lot of emotional energy. There's a lot of energy that just needs to be processed. It needs to be meditated on. It needs to be surrendered. Spirit is saying, if you're feeling tired, if you're feeling worn out, the best thing to do is to lay down and let it all go. Surrender your thought. Surrender your need to know. Rest and lay down as much as you need, even if it's in a week. If you're laying down for a week, Four of Wands, because all of this dense energy will be shed. All this dense energy needs to be shed. That's what Spirit is saying. It needs to be shed because God knows what's ahead of you. God knows the celebration you're heading into. God knows this collaboration that you're heading into, this marriage that you're heading into. It has nothing to do with this density. It has all to do with celebration. It has all to do with two infinite fires being combined. It doesn't have to do with overthinking. It doesn't have to do with heartbreak. It doesn't have to do with pain. It's pure intuition. It's a pure godly relationship. A pure godly life. To be godly is to have no thought. Six of Cups and Queen of Swords and Page of Pentacles. So someone sees you. Someone sees you as a nurturer. Someone sees you as somebody who's always nurtured them. They recognize your energy as somebody who is loyal to them, will never, ever stop loving you, who's given them peace in this world that constantly wants us to keep working, this world that constantly wants us to keep thinking. You gave them something else. You gave them heaven. So what they're doing right now, this could be you, is harnessing this, honing this, expanding with this, unlocking new abilities, unlocking new perspectives, unlocking new modes of creation, unlocking their high priestess self. This part of them that has always been within, but it's been dormant. They're becoming the living embodiment of the goddess they were always meant to be. They're becoming a superhero in real time. Gaining mystical wisdom effortlessly. It's just coming to them. Gaining balance, stability, tranquility. And they could have a lot of eyes on them. There could be people staring at them all the time. But it doesn't faze them. Because they've always had eyes on them. They've always had people staring at them. Because they've always recognized this person's light. So, the fact that they're being stared at, the fact that they're being admired is not new to them. But what is new is the love they have for themselves, the love that they've discovered within you. This newfound tranquility. For this person, actually, and for you too, this really applies to both of you. It actually helps you. It helps you to have eyes on you. It makes you better. It makes you more focused. Doubters turn you on. Doubters unlock you. Doubters help you in every way. It makes you ferocious. It makes you dominant. It reveals the true power that you have. So, anytime there's a doubter that arises, it's really a celebration. The Devil and the Ace of Wands. King of Pentacles and Three of Swords. Crucifixion. So there could be a demonic, a devilish person in your life who was offering you something, who was presenting this false stability, this false wand, saying that they are who you're looking for. They are what you deeply desire. They are the key to you, to your abundance. But this is an energy who has crucified you. This is an energy that avidly is trying to control you. And you know that. You know that this energy plays on your heartstrings. This energy wants to keep you suppressed. Wants to keep you working, wants to keep you hunting. They view your lifestyle as like a little game. But they humor you. They're like, oh, if it's your game, then play harder. Play harder and prove me wrong. But you're like, nah, I'm putting down the pen. I'm putting down everything and I'm not doing anything for you. I don't need to. Everything I do is for me. Everything I do is for God. And that's that. I know that you crucified me. I know where your eyes have been. And I see clearly, and I don't fear you. Yeah. Thank you all. Have a beautiful day. God bless you. Bye.